What's up, YouTube? This is Destination Kings Athletics coming at you from beautiful sunny Southern California. Now, I was out and about earlier, and this is like the third time somebody's come up to me and say, "Hey, man, when are you gonna make a video on Lavar Ball?" Now, Lavar Ball, Lonzo's dad, right? Well, I haven't been. I've been putting it off because I really didn't want to say anything about Lavar Ball because I really don't have anything new to say, new to put into this situation, other than what y'all know and what I know. So I didn't really want to get into it, but I'm a dad, right? I'm a dad and I love my sons. So I'm gonna come at you with something a little different about LeVar Ball. And I don't know if y'all are gonna agree with it. I don't know if y'all are gonna dislike it, but to me it's my truth. And I'm gonna stick to it. So let's get to it. So here we are, guys. Destination Kings Athletics. And I'm gonna talk about LeVar Ball. Now, like I just said, I'm not gonna talk about him as a person or I might talk about a little bit of how he comes off, but more than likely, I mean, more than anything, I'm gonna talk about his parenting skills, guys, because I'm a dad. You know what? I appreciate a good dad. Yeah, you said it. I appreciate a good dad, and the way he sticks up for his kids, the way he puts his kids first, I think that's awesome. Now, if I had a dad that stood up for me like LeVar does for all his kids, man, it'd be cool, man. It'd have been awesome. I would have been, who knows? Opportunities would have came my way that I don't even know at this moment. But like I said, LeVar Ball is, in my opinion, he's a great dad. Put it this way. He went on TV and picked on the biggest bully in the NBA and the best NBA ball player ever. He took those two guys on, which is Charles Barkley's the biggest bully, and MJ, who is bigger than MJ, and he went on national TV and said, "I will take those dudes on and I will do whatever it takes. I will kick him in the rear." And he basically said, when it comes to my kids, what I was hearing was saying, "I will do whatever it takes to get my kids up on that pedestal, to make sure that they get watched, to make sure they get airtime." And they did. And the result of it, everybody knows who Lonzo is. And the result of it, everybody knows who Melo, everybody knows who they are because of his dad. And was there a little bit of selfishness to it? I'm not even going to get into that, guys. All I know is what he did for his kids, I wish somebody would have done for me. It'd have been cool, right? It'd have been cool if your parents step into the limelight like that and step into the firing squad for you guys, that's pretty awesome. And I think, he comes off like a big mouth. He comes off like he comes off like a lot of things. Even sometimes I'm kind of like this, man, that dude comes off really bad. But the fact that he stepped into the Lion's Den firing squad and he said, "You know what, my kids come first. This is what I'll do for my kids. I'll sacrifice myself for my kids." I think that's top notch, man. It doesn't get any better than that, because for me and my little boy, I'll do whatever it takes for my little boy. And secondly, I kind of wanted to, and he just barely he bought the biggest house in Chino Hills. He's got like it's like a 15, I don't know what it is. It's like a 20, something ridiculous, like a 15 or 20,000 square foot home, 20,000 square foot home. It's like the biggest house on the hill. You know what? That don't matter to me. You know why? Because he did it for his kids, guys. He stepped up for his kids, and he went on national TV. He went on every sports talk show, and he basically said, "This is who I am. I'm coming at you the way I am. I'm coming at you real. Whether a lot of people might not agree with it, but I'm coming at you from the dad perspective, the perspective that he stood up for his kids." And honestly, that's all I really care about. I mean, he comes off kind of weird, right? He comes off kind of bad. He's like a loudmouth, but you know what? It is what it is, man. Number one, he takes care of his kids. But I am gonna say though, because I had an overpowering personality in my household, which was my dad, and that's good and bad about everything, and pros and cons, right? And one of the cons that I see is it's you can see it in Melo, you can see it in Lonzo, and their personality is not as strong, or it's not strong at all. If you see Melo or Lonzo, okay, let's just look at Lonzo. If you look at Lonzo play, he's real passive, he's real laid back, and that's directly affected by his dad's overbearing personality. Because as growing up, all these kids, they didn't have to have a personality, because you got one huge personality, which is the dad, and there's no room. There's no more room in that household. There's no room in that household for another personality. So he dominated the personality issue, the personality space. The dad dominated. So the kids, they really didn't get to develop that part of their life. Their, the personality, their personality. They didn't get to develop it. So what you're seeing when you see Lonzo, you're seeing a direct link of a parent doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a man or the dad or the mom. It doesn't matter. But you're seeing a direct link from an overbearing parent, a loud parent, just an overwhelming personality. It overwhelms everybody, so everybody just becomes a follower, in a sense. So they don't really get to develop their own likes and dislikes and personality. So when you see Lonzo, you're seeing a guy, man, you're seeing a guy who plays in the NBA because he's got talent, right? His dad pushed him. I mean, if you see videos where the kids are shooting hoops in the backyard from a very early age, but you're also seeing the direct links of having an overbearing dad, a dad with so much personality. That was crazy, right? But you're seeing the direct links of a dad with an overbearing personality that it kind of just it drained. It just there wasn't any room for anybody else to develop a personality because that personality was just so overwhelming that the kids were just like, we can't get an inch, we can't fit in. But as a dad, I love it, man, because anybody that puts themselves in the firing squad for their kids, I don't think there's anything better, man. To me, I think that's A plus, number one. Can't get any better than that. Lonzo, man, he's awesome. He's in the NBA because of his dad, right? Yeah, there's gonna be some personality situations that you might want to overcome, but hey, it is what it is, man. And that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Come on, guys, subscribe, like, comment below. Let me know, man. Let me know. Hit me up on Snapchat. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on anything. Just let me know. Subscribe, link, subscribe, like. Let me know what you guys think.